Neil Sedaka was one of the most beloved singer-songwriters in the history of pop music. And in this video, we will talk about the emotional moments from his funeral, the legacy he left behind, and the touching tribute delivered by his daughter, Dara Sedaka, which moved many people who attended the memorial. For decades, Sedaka's music brought joy to audiences around the world, and when the news of his passing spread, fans, fellow musicians, and friends gathered to celebrate the life of a man whose songs defined generations. The funeral service for Neil Sedaka became a deeply emotional moment for family members and fans who had followed his long and successful career. People from different parts of the music industry came together to honor him, remembering not only his achievements but also the warmth and kindness he showed throughout his life. While many tributes were shared, one of the most powerful moments of the service came when his daughter, Dara Sedaka, stepped forward to speak about her father. Dara Sedaka's tribute quickly became the heart of the memorial service. As she spoke about her father, her words reflected both love and admiration for the man she had known not as a global music icon, but simply as a father. She shared personal memories that revealed the gentle and caring side of Neil Sedaka, reminding everyone in the room that behind the legendary performer was a devoted family man. She described how music had always been part of their home while she was growing up. Songs were not just something Neil Sedaka performed on stage, they were part of daily life. Dara explained that her father often played melodies on the piano around the house, sometimes testing ideas for new songs, sometimes simply enjoying the music he loved. For her, those small family moments were just as meaningful as the concerts and awards that the public knew about. As she continued her tribute, Dara spoke about the dedication that defined her father's career. Neil Sedaka had spent decades writing, recording, and performing songs that connected with audiences across generations. From the early days of his career to his later performances, he never lost his passion for music. Dara explained that even after many years in the industry, he continued to approach every performance with the same enthusiasm he had when he first began. Many people in the audience nodded in agreement as she described this part of his personality. Neil Sedaka was widely respected not only for his musical talent, but also for his professionalism and commitment to his craft. He believed that every performance was an opportunity to bring happiness to people who loved music. During the tribute, Dara also spoke about the values her father taught her and her family. She explained that he believed strongly in kindness, humility, and gratitude. Despite his fame and success, Neil Sedaka remained grounded and appreciative of the support he received from fans and colleagues. Dara shared that her father always reminded his family to stay humble and treat everyone with respect. As she spoke, the emotion in her voice reflected the deep bond she shared with her father. She described him as someone who always made time for family, even during the busiest periods of his career. While the world saw him as a star, she saw him as the person who encouraged her dreams, supported her decisions, and celebrated life's everyday moments with warmth and humor. One of the most touching parts of the tribute came when Dara reflected on the impact her father's music had on people around the world. She explained that throughout his life, Neil Sedaka often received letters from fans who told him how his songs had helped them through important moments in their lives. Some wrote about falling in love while listening to his music, others about memories tied to his melodies. Dara said that hearing these stories always meant a great deal to him. She explained that her father believed music had the power to connect people across time and distance. For him, songwriting was not just about creating melodies but about expressing emotions that listeners could understand and share. This belief helped shape the songs that made him famous. During the service, several of Sedaka's most memorable songs were played, filling the room with the familiar melodies that had defined his career. For many people in attendance, hearing those songs again during the memorial created a powerful reminder of how deeply his music had influenced their lives. Some guests quietly sang along, while others simply listened in reflection. Dara's tribute continued by describing the way her father approached life outside the spotlight. She said that while many people knew him as a performer, those closest to him knew his sense of humor, his love of storytelling, and his appreciation for simple moments with family and friends. These personal qualities were what made him truly special in the eyes of those who knew him best. She also thanked the fans who had supported Neil Sedaka throughout his career. According to Dara, her father always felt grateful for the audience that continued to celebrate his music year after year. Even after decades in the industry, he never took that support for granted. Instead, he saw it as a gift that allowed him to continue doing what he loved most. As the tribute came to a close, Dara shared a final message about her father's legacy. She explained that while the world had lost a remarkable musician, his music would continue to live on through the songs he created and the memories they carried. For her family, those songs would always be a reminder of the man behind the music. The emotional impact of Dara Sedaka's tribute quickly spread beyond the funeral service itself. People who heard about the speech described it as heartfelt and deeply moving. Many said it perfectly captured the spirit of Neil Sedaka as both an artist and a person. Neil Sedaka's career had spanned more than 6 decades, making him one of the most enduring figures in popular music. Over the years, he wrote and performed numerous hit songs that became classics. His work helped shape the sound of pop music during the late 1950s and 1960s, and his influence continued long after that era. Throughout his career, Sedaka worked with many talented musicians and songwriters, creating songs that became part of the soundtrack of everyday life for millions of people. His melodies were memorable, his lyrics heartfelt, and his voice instantly recognizable. Despite the changing trends of the music industry, Sedaka remained committed to the style and sincerity that had defined his early success. Fans admired his ability to stay true to his musical identity while continuing to connect with new audiences. When news of his passing spread, tributes came from musicians, celebrities, and fans around the world. Many praised his contributions to music and his ability to create songs that remained timeless. Others remembered him as a generous and encouraging presence within the music community. For those who attended the funeral, however, the most unforgettable moment was Dara Sedaka's tribute. Her words offered a glimpse into the private side of a public figure and reminded everyone that behind the fame was a loving father and family man. In the end, the memorial service for Neil Sedaka was not only about mourning his loss but also about celebrating a life that brought happiness to so many people. Through music, kindness, and dedication, he created a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations. Dara's tribute captured that legacy beautifully. Her words reminded everyone that while the world had lost a legendary musician, the love he shared with his family and the music he gave to the world would never be forgotten.